Hey people, I was having a discussion with my family. I felt like I should talk about this thing I felt like I should talk. So it's something a lot of people wouldn't think it would be a problem. A lot of people would think that it's something that can affect the body, but it won't kill you or do serious problems. Well, I found out, I opened up for the first time about something that I probably would have never ever would have said was a serious problem. So, as a young kid, I had a lot of things. Like, it was pretty bad enough that it affected me so bad that I wanted to get hooked onto something, like a drug or anything. Well, I found out there was a drug that wasn't illegal that I could take, and it would take away my pain for at least a few hours. And that drug, surprisingly, was sugar. You wouldn't think that hurts or anything or affect you. Well, I used to take high doses of it. I would take as much sugar as I could find, cookies, jellies, anything, you name it. I would try to find anything that tasted sugary, and I loved it. And what it does to you is that you eat enough of it, you'll get high enough that you will not care about anything. A lot of people didn't like me because of those stages. I used to go to church and binge on loads of sugar. I would call it a real drug. It truly is a drug because it literally makes you go so high and makes all your pain disappear. And you would think that it doesn't affect. It does. I found there's a study that came out that says every gram of sugar you take, it shuts down your body for an hour. So think of how much sugar you take and then how much it affects you later. Like for me, I took so much sugar that it ruined me. I had started getting some serious problems as I got older related that I used to get bad heartburns, my gut would react really badly. I had a lot of emotional problems back then even. And it's only recently that I actually realized that God is the proper way. And I tried all sorts of things. Sugar is like a drug. I would consider it really like a drug. And I upgraded to smoking and vaping. Tried that for a little bit and then kept on sugar. That is truly your drug. I'm not going to lie. Those that love their sugar, they have some serious emotional problems and they're trying to drown it out with sugar. Or they claim that they like the taste. I'm not going to lie. I like the taste. But I only liked it because it felt sweet and I wanted my life to be sweet, and it really does not help you. It makes you feel worse. Like as soon as I finished my sugar binge and my highness went down, I would feel terrible. And that sugar is truly a drug. I will not deny it. It is the worst thing you could ever eat, and I am refusing to touch sugar now. I'm not perfect. I struggle sometimes to resist it, but sugar is truly a drug that you are addicted to. That's why eating McDonald's, they put so much MSG and sugar in it that you're addicted to it. And there's McDonald's addicts or anything, you name it. You got to be careful what you eat because either way, it's an emotional problem that you're not giving to Jesus. And that you're only focusing on yourself and you are feeling sorry for yourself. And you do not care. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. We say give our hearts to Jesus, but what we don't do is that we do not submit to God. We only care about ourselves. We partly give ourselves to God, but we mostly go to the phone, go to food, friends. If you have a problem, who do you first go to? You probably go to your friends and tell them all your problems. Have you ever thought about going to God? He's like your best friend. Jesus is our best friend, and he would help our problems. So even all this stuff that they say is not bad for you is a drug, and they know it. The people who make this know it's a drug. They know that it can kill you. They know that eventually it will do stuff to you. I used to have serious pain here. The lymph nodes would swell up. Now they're all gone. I have no traces of it, and I trust Jesus. I'm trying to get, and I do realize nowadays I do still have emotional baggage that I have not sorted out, but I don't go sugar drown it out. I'm trying to forgive myself and give it all Jesus. Because either way, you're not going to help yourself if you're just going to sit there and just binge on sugar food just to drown out your spirits. Video games count. Phone counts. It all counts. You're just not thinking. You need to think. This is going to hurt you down the road. It may not hurt immediately, but they say the same thing with cocaine, heroin, you name it. Weed. It seems okay first time, but trust me, it will backfire eventually. It will backfire, and you need to get your life in order. So, I recommend you go to God and you give your baggage to Him and not focus. I recommend not to eat sugar, but that's your choice. That's just your choice, not mine. But I'm here to tell you that you should be careful about your diet. That's all I want to say.